We are given two matrices and we are asked to find 2a plus b. Well, 2a is simply going to be 2 multiplied by -1, 3, 2, 4. You are going to multiply 2 by each cell in the matrix. So 2 multiplied by -1 is -2. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. So this is the expression. This is the solution to 2a. Now we want to find 2a plus b. That would mean this expression that we just got, -2, 6, 4, 8, plus b, which is given to be 4, 5, 6, and -7. So we are going to add the corresponding cells. That is the first number here, which is -2, and the first number here, which is -4. -2 plus 4. Then in this same row, the second number 4 and the second number in the second row, which is 4 plus 5. Then the first number here in the second row, 6 and 6 here, 8 here, and -7 here. 8 plus -7. That will give us -2 plus 4 is 2, 4 plus 5 is 9, 6 plus 6 is 12, 8 plus -7 is the same thing as 8 minus 7, which is 1. So the answer is option C. Question 43. Calculate the total surface area of a solid hemisphere of diameter 14 centimeter. The diameter is 14 centimeter. We are looking for the total surface area. Well, the formula for the total surface area of an hemisphere is 3 pi r squared. So 3 times 22 over 7 times r, that's r is 14 over 2, which is 7 squared, which is 3 times 22 times 7 over 7. 1 7 here, we'll cancel 1 7 here. When I multiply these three numbers, I will get 462 centimeters squared. Actually, there's an error with this question. We are supposed to approximate to, the correct question is to approximate to two significant figures, because the number is already in 3 significant figures. So the correct option is option A, because 462 to 2 significant figures is going to be, this is the first, this is the second. That means 2 will decide for me if 6 is going to remain 6 or will become 7. And since 2 does not have that power, that means the answer is 460 centimeters squared. Question 44. We are asked to find the distance between these 2 points. Well, that's quite easy. If we take this one to be y1, x2, y2. The distance is going to be the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. That will be -2 minus -1 squared plus y2, which is 1, minus y1, which is 5 squared. That would give me -2 minus 1 is -3. So -3 squared plus 1 minus 5 is -4. So -4 squared. That will result in 9 plus 16, which is square root of 25, and that's 5. So that's the distance between the 2 points. For question 45, we're asked to simplify this expression. X squared minus 1. X squared minus 1 is actually difference of 2 squares, because x squared is the square of x and 1 is the square of 1. So x squared minus 1 over 2x squared minus 3x minus 5. let's factorize the denominator. 2x squared minus 3x minus 5. You can use different methods to actually factorize any quadratic expression, but the faster or simpler approach I do is you multiply the coefficient of x squared by the constant value. In this case, the coefficient is 2 and the constant value is -5. So that means you are going to get -10. So you ask yourself, what two numbers will I multiply to give me -10? And the sum is going to give us this -3, which is the coefficient of x. So 10 actually has some factors. We have 1 and 10. We have 2 and 5, right? So it is very clear that it is 2 and 5 that will give me a sum of -3. So you ask yourself, is it -5 and 2 or -2 and 5? If you add -5 to 2, you will actually get -3. But if you add -2 to 5, you will get +3. Since our expression has a coefficient of -3, that means you will work with this -5 and 2. So you simply write your x in a bracket, then you write -5 and you write 2, +2, since the second one is a +2. However, you have not fully factorized the expression. The reason being that the coefficient of x squared is not 1. If the coefficient of x squared is 1, then you've simplified or you factorized the expression. But the coefficient of x squared in this expression is not 1. So that coefficient, in this case, which is 2, you are going to divide your constant here by 2. So you have x minus 5 over 2, x plus 1. That's the factorization of this expression. And you can rewrite it as, you can just bring 2 here. 2x minus 5, x plus 1. So that's the expression, that's the factorization of that expression. If you decide to use the traditional way of expanding, well, let's do that as well. 2x squared minus 3x minus 5 is the same thing as 2x squared plus 2x minus 5x minus 5. So then you factorize in 2's, this first 2 and this last 2. So the factorization of the first 2 is the common factor of 2x squared and 2x is 2x. So I will have x plus 1 left, right? Then the common factor to minus 5x and minus 5 is actually minus 5. So I will have x plus 1. So after factorizing that means I will have 2x minus 5, then x plus 1, which is equivalent to what we got here. So regardless of the method, as long as you solve it correctly, you will get the same answer. Now that we factorize the denominator here, the factorization of the numerator is also simple. You open your 2 brackets, x squared is the square of x, and 1 is the square of 1. So x1, x1. One will have a plus, the other one will have a minus. So that's the factorization of the numerator. For the denominator, we got 2x minus 5, x plus 1. That means this x plus 1 can actually cancel this x plus 1. I'll be left with x minus 1 divided by 2x minus 5. That's option A. For this question, we are not given a diagram, but we are given the description of the diagram. In a triangle PQR, that means I have a triangle. PR, so let's say this is side P, this is side Q, and this is side R. PR is 6 centimeters, 6 centimeters. RQ is 9 centimeters, and angle R is 75 degrees. This angle here is 75 degrees. Find PQ, correct to 2 significant figures. Well, that's an easy one. we are given two sides and one angle. That means we are going to use the cosine rule. The cosine rule is that the side we are looking for, when we want to represent this vertex with small letters, that means this capital letter R, the side opposite is going to be small letter r. For Q, the side opposite is side PR. So that means this small letter Q. And for P, the side opposite it is side QR. So that means this is small letter P. So for cosine rule, since it is R that we are looking for, the square of R is P squared plus Q squared minus 2PQ cos R. Luckily for us, it is the value of angle R that we are given. So that means R squared is P squared, which is 9 squared, plus 6 squared, minus 2 times 9 times 6 cos 75 degrees. That means R squared is 81 plus 36 minus 2 times 9 times 6 is 108. Cos 75 is 0.2588. That means R squared is equals to 117 minus the product of 108 and 0.2588 is 27.9504. So if I take away this answer from 117, I'll get 89.0496. However, this is R squared, and I'm actually looking for the value of R. That means R is going to be square root of 89.0496, and that will give me 9.437. We're asked to approximate to two significant figures. This is the first, this is the second. Since 3 cannot make me round up 4, that means the answer is 9.4 centimeters. Option B.